All right, we are live. Welcome everyone to Lore Lunchbox, episode 7. This week we will be doing Hunger Games. We will be on the third week of the month, right?
Yes, so book week.
So we're on book week, and we decided Hunger Games. I'm your host Tavita, and this is my co-host
Lexi.
And what'd you cook for this episode?
I made rolls. I think rolls, or they're like buns with cheese on top.
Nice.
And I guess there's a little bit of cheese throughout it as well.
And why'd you decide on bread for Hunger Games?
Well, because Peta's the boy with the bread.
Right.
But specifically the cheese rolls or cheese buns, I don't remember what it's called in the book. But I feel like it's just mentioned briefly, but for some reason it's stuck in my head that Katniss was really fond of the rolls with the cheese on top, so Peta started making that for her all the time.
Oh, so that's an actual like specific. So I've read a book or two of Hunger Games, and I've watched, I think, like all the movies. But I actually don't remember them mentioning the roll with cheese on top. So I was wondering why you did that. When I saw you make it, I was like,
what the heck?
I mean, that's fine because it doesn't, like, at the end of the day, it's still bread. But I was also kind of curious why you're freestyling in that way.
I guess it would have been a lot easier if I just made a loaf of bread, huh?
That's kind of what I thought you were going to do. But if it's still a reference to something in the book, I don't really think it's an issue.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just when I was like, Hunger Games, what should I make? That's what came to mind.
Mm-hmm.
I think because it's sweet of him to make that for her when he knows she likes it so much.
Yeah, that is nice. Here, I can show all of you what it looks like. So this is the roll. See if my camera can focus on it well. Look at that. It looks pretty nice.
I feel like it looks like a biscuit instead of a roll.
I'm not gonna lie. It does, for being like technical, but I'm sure it'll still taste just fine.
Yeah.
Should we taste it right now and see what we think?
Yeah, I've been dying to taste it. I made it forever ago.
Okay. Take your first bite and tell me what you think. I'm gonna take my first bite as well. What do you think?
I don't know.
You don't know?
What do you think?
Well, I'm not particularly good at making my own homemade bread, so I don't really know like what's supposed to be like perfect temperature for each type of bread. What were you attempting to make? Like a roll?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm dropping it.
What do you think?
I'm a little disappointed. I feel like it's lacking flavor, maybe? I don't know. I guess bread doesn't have a ton of flavor in the first place, though, does it?
I think it has flavor. You can definitely taste the cheese coming through.
Mm-hmm.
What about the texture?
Kind of dense.
That's what I was gonna say, but I wasn't sure if like I was like speaking out of line or not exactly correct.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's one thing you probably could have done for this is texture. How do you fix that?
Beats me.
You don't know?
No, I rarely make bread.
Yeah, I've never ever made. Oh, you know what? That's not true. I Well, actually, no, I haven't made bread, but I've made dumplings, like soup dumplings, pizza dough, Like I've worked with dough, but I've never actually made bread itself.
Mm-hmm.
Here, let me look up right now how. Let's see how to reduce condensed texture in bread.
Does that have to do with it rising?
Says to reduce the condensed texture in bread, focus on adjusting the hydration level of your dough by adding more water,
Okay.
ensuring proper kneading to develop gluten, allowing for sufficient rise time during proofing, and using high quality blah 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 flour.
All I used was all-purpose flour.
I'm honestly don't know if like the flour itself was the biggest issue.
It's still good though. The top with the layer of cheese on it is really nice.
Mm-hmm. I feel like this would go perfectly with any kind of soup.
Mm-hmm.
For this episode, we were actually considering doing what was the other one?
Oh, I was like, what is he talking about? I was thinking about in the book, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right at the beginning of the book, it's about President Snow, and it talks about how he's poor and he's eating soup that's basically just boiled cabbage. So I briefly thought about making that. In fact, I bought cabbage in case I messed this up, and I could just make that instead.
I wouldn't consider this you messing up though. I think it tastes really good,
No, it is. Yeah.
and I feel like it would have went really well actually with the cabbage soup.
Maybe. I'm kind of offended
Hmm?
because I'm noticing in Hunger Games they're like talking about how cabbage is poor people food, which I'm sure it is. But I love cabbage and soup. I think it's really good.
Me too. We don't do it that often though. That's not like
I do.
oh, like when you blend it.
Mm-hmm. Every time I make
That's
chicken
why I'm
noodle soup,
thinking
I
that we
put it-
don't.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about when we actually just cut it into chunks and you can actually taste it and
Mm-hmm.
or feel it. I mean, not you can still taste it when it's blended. So I looked at Reddit to see like if we could find the same issue as maybe what happened with this bread. Would you consider this like close textured? Like there's not a lot of air bubbles.
Yeah.
Therefore, okay.
I think so. Kind of.
So
Maybe not as bad as that picture.
yeah, they're just saying you need to proof the bread longer. If
What?
you do, the bread will be much lighter. Although the cell structure will still be closed, if you really want an open cell structure, you will need to do as others have said, increase hydration and remove fats.
Yeah, I probably need to increase hydration.
Hmm.
Because I made it into the initial dough that rose for like almost 3 hours because I fell asleep.
Probably
And then-
wasn't. Can you overrise? Is that a thing?
I don't know. It was pretty big. It like more than doubled in size. And then I broke it into smaller pieces, rolled it into the rolls, and then put them down to rise for another hour. It probably was about an hour, 15 minutes that it rose.
Let me see. Can you overrise? Of course, it just never mind. Is the only two foods that they mention in Hunger Games mostly just cabbage soup and bread, or they mention other like meals?
I feel like there's a ton of other things, like when Katniss goes to the Capitol.
Oh, duh. Yeah, and they have
about like how extravagant the food is.
yeah.
And in Catching Fire, there's like this feast, right? And people are drinking these drinks that makes them throw up so they can keep eating more.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
I do remember
And
that.
they're like disgusted by it.
Mm-hmm. And it was like such a slap in the face because they live in the
Broke as
districts.
hell.
Yeah, they live in the districts where it's like impossible to get food, and then these people have such like ample amounts of it that they can literally afford to just like throw it back up.
Mm-hmm. So, It's hard to talk while I'm eating.
I know, especially because we have to chew through the bread.
Mm-hmm. So you said you read a couple books. I didn't know you read some of the Hunger Game books.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember them at all?
Nope. But I read the first one and I think maybe partial of the second one. And
Okay.
I think the last one just to see how it ends.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. This was in school.
Okay.
Not as an adult though.
Do
Do
you
we want
remember
to
if you liked it or not, or if you disliked it?
reading it?
Yeah, you're not much of a reader.
No. Not that it meant it was a bad read or a bad book, but I've always preferred the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Do the movies stay true to the books?
More or less.
Really?
I feel like as far as adaptations go, they do really well. Considering you can't include everything from a book in a movie. It just doesn't translate. You don't have enough time to do it all. I think they do a decent job of getting most of it in.
Was there any things that were missed in the movies that you would have wished were there from the books?
I don't remember.
Really?
What's sad is I read these books about once a year, and I watch the movies about once a year, and I still forget things, and I remember as I'm rereading. The only thing I can really think of is maybe in Catching Fire. Katniss talks about wanting to run away. I don't remember that making it into the movie. I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But she also meets some people that are fleeing the districts and trying to get to District 13.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, there's no District 13. That's ridiculous. Like, she learns about the conspiracy theory about it. You don't really see that in the movie. Instead, it just kind of gets to the end, and it's like, oh, going to District 13 now.
Mm.
So you kind of see some of the conspiracy with it in the...
Yeah, that would have been actually kind of nice to see.
Yeah.
What would you say is your favorite book or movie in the series?
That's a good question. Probably Catching Fire.
Which one would that be? Third?
Second.
Why is that?
Because I feel like that's... I'm a fool for romance. I feel like that's the book where Katniss really falls in love, like really falls in love with Peeta, but she's unaware of it. And I really like that.
Give examples of how they fall in love. I don't remember.
You know what? This is in the movies, but not as much. Like, you don't see it as much.
Mm-hmm.
But do you remember in the beginning when they go on the trains?
I do.
And they're going to visit each capital as like part of the victory tour. Not each capital, each city, each district. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Well, when they're on the train ride, she and Peeta end up sleeping in the same bed every night. And you see it like at one point where she's like screaming because she's having a nightmare, and he comes to her and she asks him to stay, and it's that cute line where he says always.
Mm-hmm.
Is it always, or am I thinking Harry Potter with Snape? I think they both say always.
I don't know. I can't fact check you. Well, let me see.
But as you're looking that up, we see that in the movie, but it happens like every night on the train that they slept in the same bed.
He does say always.
Okay.
Stay with me always is a quote from Mockingjay, the third book in the blah, 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 blah.
Okay. So she copied Harry Potter.
In the Hunger Games, Katniss and Peeta have been through 2 Hunger Games and a war together. Katniss thinks about Peeta when she has nightmares, and he helps her cope by sleeping in bed with her. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So
it's just funny because I think it legit, I'm pretty sure it's also in...
well, it's definitely in Harry Potter. Snape goes, always.
Mm-hmm.
When he's talking about Lily.
Mm-hmm.
I love Harry Potter.
That's not what we're talking about. Not this week. I don't want to burn any talking on this episode on Harry Potter because I think that'll be a really fun episode for us.
What do you think of Katniss as a character? Do you like her, dislike her?
Well, I think it's honorable that she volunteers on behalf of her family, especially because her sister would have most likely been just like an immediate and needless death.
Were you gonna say annihilated?
No.
Okay.
Let's see. I guess that's like a big trait of hers is like honorable. Like there's another. Is it Prue? There's a girl that she.
Rue.
I mean, the way she protects her and takes her in and kind of like treats her like her own little sister, and the fact that she like honors her death publicly, I think it was
that
like
part makes me cry.
honorable. Yeah, that's a pretty emotional part. What other honorable? But she also has moments of
Where you dislike her.
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's like kind of hard to understand why she's saying or like doing the things that she's doing, but also like
She's supposed to be a little bit dislikable. She's
right,
kind
right,
of an ass.
yeah,
I really like her. I think she's a very compelling character because she's very productive,
yes,
right?
yes,
I'm kind of going into Brandon Sanderson, the author of Mistborn. He talks about compelling characters, and he say they should be. There's 3 areas that your character is going to have some level of. I don't know. They're going to stand at some level in it, and there's capability, productivity, and relatability. Her
oh, that's cool.
relatability can be kind of low because she's an asshole and she says mean things,
Yeah,
but it goes up when you see her having empathy
yeah,
and like trying to take care of people like Rue and being angry when that hospital gets bombed
oh yeah,
in Mockingjay, right?
mm-hmm.
Is that
I remember it being Mockingjay, but I might be wrong.
it is, but now I'm realizing in that one she says fire is catching. Why would they say fire is catching? Catching fire already happened.
Yeah, I don't. That's a fair question.
But you see the relatability there, but she's very productive and obviously very capable, which makes her a very cool character.
Mm-hmm.
I like her.
Yeah, I mean, like if there's a part that would probably show her capability is there's a scene that I see shared all the time online where she's in the practice range. It might be the second movie, but she's going through a simulation of targets to hit with her bow. And in the practice or in the simulation, if I remember right, all of the simulated enemies had the same weapons that the rest of the what are they called?
Tributes, yeah.
Tributes. The other tribute, like the weapons that the other tributes had, so it was kind of like a blatant. What do you say? Like
Rubbing it in their face.
yeah, or it's just like I'm just letting you guys know.
I'm a threat to you.
Yeah, like you should be scared. That would probably be a scene of like a capability, right?
Yeah. I mean, it is partly I'm letting you know you should be scared, but it's also trying to see, well, who's interested in being an ally with Katniss?
Yeah, it was probably it definitely could be both because with the display of that skill, they could be threatened or where they in their best interest would be to team up with her or take her out as soon as possible. So it's kind of a win-win. Trying to think. You want to go over like a brief synopsis of like each one? The first one, she volunteers as tribute for her sister.
I feel like people are pretty familiar with Hunger Games, though, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess.
Who hasn't seen it at this point? At least seen it.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of movies and shows. Sometimes I don't remember every single thing. So what? There's how many books and movies?
Well, there's 3 books.
And that would be
in the series with Katniss.
That's
okay. Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Mockingjay.
Okay.
As far as movies go, they did this stupid thing where they're always trying to break things into 2 parts.
I fucking hate that.
So there's Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and then Mockingjay Part 1, Mockingjay Part 2. But then recently, within, I don't know, past couple of years, I don't remember when it happened, the author went back and wrote a story about Snow when he was 18, President Snow when he was 18. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. And that became a movie as well.
Really? Are there
and
reviews?
Now, well, before you ask that, and now another book is about to come out, like within the next few days, I think. I don't remember what it's called, but it's about Haymitch when he was in the Hunger Games.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Which I'm actually more interested in
than
I am with Snow.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about Snow. He was like a clearly evil character. It's kind of hard to want to care about him, even if it's when he's younger.
Right.
But Haymitch, I could definitely see myself being interested in because he was kind of a conflicted character. Would he be the, what is it called? Like when people talk about storylines, there's always a character that's like chaotic or like middle ground.
Hmm.
Would he be that character? Because there are times where you almost wonder if he's doing no.
No, I think he's just so traumatized that he just like drinks his days away, and so that makes him very unlikable because he's drunk.
Yeah.
And he has a similar personality to Katniss, but he's always like he tries to keep her alive and help her. I mean, he doesn't give a shit about PETA until they can actually work together.
Wait, seriously?
Kind of. He helps Katniss, not PETA, because PETA is just this weak little baker.
Yeah.
He's being realistic.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's trying to help Katniss succeed. But then in the second book, you're seeing him actively working against the Capitol. Like that wouldn't, I wouldn't call that middle ground if he's actively defying.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah. Okay. Who's the actor that plays Haymitch? I recognize his face.
Isn't he the guy
he's also in that Zombieland?
Okay, Zombieland was in my head, and I thought
yeah.
I was gonna be wrong, and I didn't want to get made fun of.
No, I'm pretty sure he's the Twinkie guy in Zombieland.
Twinkie guy?
Yeah, that's like a kind of an inside joke on Zombieland. His character is like weirdly obsessed with Twinkies.
Twinkies are pretty good though.
Oh fuck yeah, they're pretty good.
I haven't had one in years though.
Hey,
let's do a Zombieland week and we'll just buy
I would honestly I would love to do that so much. Or we could try to do like a homemade one, but it's just not even remote. I mean, if we're doing Zombieland and they're eating Twinkies, we have to do actual Twinkies.
Let's do it because I want an excuse to eat Twinkies.
Oh, me too. Where do you even get them nowadays? I feel like you don't see them in stores. And they had that
Walmart in the bread section.
Oh, well, the reason why I'm saying that is because there was a period of
Sorry, go on.
So what were you saying in the middle of no shit. They sorry. They take it off the shelves? Why are you laughing?
Did you not notice I threw a piece of bread at you?
You threw bread at? What the? Where is it? So, wow. Okay, so she threw a piece of bread and it's like under my PC. So that'll be fun.
Shit.
Cleaning. Anyways, I'm pretty sure there was a period of time where they actually took Twinkies off the shelf. And I remember being like legitimately like
I remember that.
Shattered over it. Especially because I know, because what company are they made by? Hold up.
Hostess.
Yeah, so
Did Hostess go completely out of business for a minute there?
You know what? Let's look it up. Why did Twinkies go out of business? Twinkies produced by the company Hostess temporarily went out of business in 2012, primarily due to a combination of factors including debt, labor disputes, high pension costs, and changing consumer preference towards healthier snack.
It's true. I mean, who buys Twinkies anymore?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess that's true, but it's kind of funny because I grew up eating Hostess snacks and Twinkies when I was younger, but all of those years were before 2012. I would eat Twinkies all the time along with what's those Fruit Loop cereal straws?
Oh, jeez.
Do you know what I'm talking about? They have like a creamy.
I never had them.
Oh, they were so good. You would drink milk with it, and then it would sort of soften it, and you would eat it like, excuse me, while you're drinking the milk or after. And another big one was oatmeal. What the hell are those cookies called? They're in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Cream pies.
Is that what they're called?
I think so.
It's not just called cream pies.
Oatmeal cream pies. I was finishing it.
Oh, okay. Well, oatmeal cream pies, not just cream pies. And then another thing I would eat as a snack was what is it called? Cosmo brownies.
Yeah, they still make those.
Oh yeah, I actually had when I went to my friend's Super Bowl party. They actually they had those. Yeah, they had what is it called? Pulled pork sandwiches, and then they also had Cosmo brownies. Those are
cosmic.
Cosmic? I think you might be right.
Isn't Cosmo the fairy in Fairly Odd Parents?
Yes.
Fairly Odd Parents. How it goes?
That could be a really fun thing to do as well. We could do that for
And then every 5 minutes I gotta go fairies.
and then we could make let's see, guava cake episode, or what? How's the intro go? I need to freaking search it. It's gonna bother me.
Why don't we just do like large fries and a chocolate shake?
Oh, that's also a really good idea, and we could do both of those homemade
Next week.
next week. Because this week, no, next week is because
Next week is random.
Oh yeah, that's what we're doing, right? Is random?
Uh-huh.
Holy shit. Okay, so yeah, I guess for next week we'll be doing Fairly Odd Parents.
Fairly Odd
Parents. I think so. And then we'll do what? Chocolate shake and
large fries. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
what? What are you saying?
What if there's something else in the song?
Well,
play the song. I want to hear it.
Well, I'm not gonna play
Play it.
I'll read the.
You're gonna read the lyrics in a monotone voice.
Yeah,
play the song.
I'm not gonna play the song.
Okay, if you're gonna read the lyrics, you gotta sing it.
No, I'm not gonna sing it.
I want to hear your beautiful voice.
Okay. We might get like copyrighted for playing this song.
Parents, come on.
You say come on,
Did
but
you know Timmy's a girl?
What do you mean
voice actress?
Tara Strong. You know what? She voices a lot of characters. Did you know?
She's in that one show that you like with the like imaginary friends or something, right?
The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. What am I talking about? You know.
Foster's.
Yeah. Home.
That's like my favorite show. She's is she the babysitter?
I don't know. Now I'm worried I could be wrong and I look like an idiot.
One sec. Tara Young characters. Yeah, so she does. Okay, these are. I think I pulled the very. One sec.
What did you pull up?
Not what I was looking for. Let's see. Oh, oops! Did Tara Young, not Tara Strong. Okay, so let's see. Wow, in Teen Titans Go, she's Raven.
Whatever that means.
What do you mean, whatever that means? You never seen Teen Titans?
Mm-mm.
What?
No.
Teen
Don't look at me
Titans?
like that.
You've never seen Teen Titans?
No.
Get the fuck out of my house. Let's see. Oh, she's a video game main character that I know. Baby
Cool.
Shark.
She's Baby Shark?
No, I don't know. She's Baby Shark.
Did they make like a stupid TV show for kids about Baby Shark?
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Let's see.
These rules are growing on me.
Despicable Me 4. I know. Aren't they pretty good? I mean, it didn't grow on me. Like the first.
Okay.
What?
I didn't tell you I made 2 different versions of it.
Oh, you did?
Well, the recipe said to put egg wash on it and then put the cheese on. I thought that was fucking weird.
And did you do it?
So I did it on half, and then the other half I didn't.
And which
You
half?
when I first started, the one you ate, my first roll, were egg wash ones, and I feel like I could taste it, and I didn't like it. And I started eating one without the egg wash, and it's way better.
Really?
Uh huh.
Do you want to hand me one without a whatever?
Like it be on camera?
Yeah, and I can. I don't think so.
I value my privacy.
I know. Just stay behind the counter. What was I looking for? Is this her whole This is like a staggering IMDb. She's in so much shit. Let me just search up Fairly Odd Parents.
No one knows her name or face, and she's probably filthy rich.
Oh, yeah. She's probably like the... Okay, yeah. Timmy Turner. And then...
Catch.
Okay.
Well, I can't walk it to you.
Yeah, throw it to me. Nice. Okay. So I guess this is the version we made without the egg wash?
Mm-hmm.
Did you already try it?
I'm almost done.
You were saying the one with egg wash was nasty?
Mm-hmm.
How so?
You taste the egg.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What is the point of egg wash when you're baking bread?
I don't know the point of it. And now I'm wondering if I did it wrong because
I'm wondering if you did it wrong.
I don't know what you're supposed to do with that.
Let me... Let me find her role in imaginary whatever,
Yeah.
and then I can search up the point of to make it golden. Is it really just for aesthetics?
Stupid as hell. Because it said put it on top and then put the cheese on top of it. So why would I want it golden if there's cheese on it? I can't see it anyway.
Maybe you're supposed to do it on like the sides and the top.
I did.
Oh,
I mean, it said top, but I didn't realize that until after, and I wondered if I messed it up. I don't know.
I will say I do like this version better without the egg wash.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. Oh, it's because I did Tara Young. What is wrong with me? I keep misspelling her last name for Young.
Do you know Atara Young?
I don't think so. I think I'm just like doing like weird association, just like adjectives. Okay, so let's see. Yes, she is a voice. Who does she voice? Terrence? What? That's crazy.
What show is that?
That's the show that I was talking about. One of my favorite shows. Foster's some imaginary friends.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I thought it
okay.
was something different. Just kidding.
So,
I think for a minute I thought it was Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
it looks.
You remember that one?
Yes, and I loved Ed, and Eddie too growing up. So wow, she did like a bunch of characters, I guess, on here. Oh, I remember Ian. That's interesting. For some reason, I thought she voiced. I can't fucking remember her name. It's the girl with. Oh, Frankie Foster. I thought she voiced. Oh, okay. No, Frankie Foster is voiced by Gray.
I feel like that's the one I thought she voiced.
Yeah, that's I. For some reason, that's what I thought too. Let's see. Used in baking to brush onto pastries and breads before baking, giving them a shiny and golden brown.
Did
Appearance.
somebody say that to you?
Yeah, I'm reading it in the chat. They're saying.
It's literally just a looks thing?
I mean, a lot of things are that in like cooking, right?
I guess. I'm judging it.
Well, I mean, in some like baking recipes, like you have what like food dye, you know, and in some mixed drinks, then.
But I can taste the egg. That's why I don't like it.
I'm actually genuinely wondering if you messed up the egg wash.
How do you do an egg wash? Whoever's listening or whoever was saying that, because all I did was just get an egg, whisk it, and
They
then
say
brush
probably
it on.
bad mixture.
Probably bad mixture.
Like maybe not whisked enough. Let me see.
I just whisked an egg and brushed it on. I didn't know.
How
didn't
to
wanna do it in the
make
first place.
a good egg wash. I'll play a video. What the hell?
2 minutes. 2 minutes to show egg wash, really?
If I can even get to the fucking video. Never mind. Oh, here you go. Okay.
Whisk it.
Okay.
Can you hear
Yes,
it?
so far, the stream and the podcast will be able to hear it.
Not me. But that's what I did.
Okay, they're
That's what I
brushing
did,
it.
bro.
Wait. The purpose is to give the final golden brown color that is slightly shiny. Okay,
That's so
crack the eggs.
Eggs are so expensive. What a waste.
Tablespoon of water.
Especially when Tavita drops them all on the floor.
Don't measure them.
Oh, was I supposed to put water in it?
What the fuck? Did you not put water?
No, I've never done egg wash.
That's probably how you
The
fucked
only
it up.
The only reason I know what egg wash is because there was one episode of the Great British Baking Show where that stupid kid was doing the technical challenge. And he put egg wash on the food. And Paul was like, what the fuck is this? Why is there egg wash on here? That's the only reason I knew what it was, and I just kind of guessed. You just whisk an egg and brush it on.
It can also help seal the edges of pastries together, acting as a sort of... Oh, I
that
actually
would've
have...
been helpful. Okay.
Yeah, I've actually seen that in baking shows, them using it as like a glue.
I get that because the rolls did kind of split, making it look like a biscuit. So that I understand. Okay.
So,
Is this one of your friends
Hmm?
who likes to cook?
um,
Or just a friend who knows stuff? Thanks, friend.
well, I don't know. Wolfie, do you actually like bake, or do you just know this kind of stuff? Egg wash needs to have water or milk. So you fucked up. Okay, so this is actually great. This will be the first episode on the podcast where we diagnosed the issue. Pretty much. Well, that's not true. All of the. Oh no. Actually, it is true because all the problems we knew before the podcast started. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, what?
Like the fuck ups we would have on previous episodes, we would already know what the fuck ups were.
Like when you oversalted, we just need to put less salt.
Yeah, like we already knew before coming into the podcast. But here, I was just like, did you fuck up the egg wash? And it looks like you fucked up the egg wash.
It doesn't need it. I feel like it's really good without it.
I know this stuff. My sis is also a chef. Oh, okay. We cook like semi regularly in the house. We just our strengths aren't
regular. Okay.
I
try.
Yeah, we just don't do bread or what else do we not do? Dessert.
Yeah, I don't really make dessert. I make really good cookies though.
Oh, your cookies! Holy
cookies
shit! We should find a topic where we can make cookies. Wait, let me keep watching this egg wash. So yeah, it definitely looks like you missed water. Well, I want to see if there's anything else. Okay, so don't measure the amount of water. That's usually what's in.
I'm like offended that you're playing it because I hate egg wash that much.
What are you talking about?
We
should watch this. You fucked it up.
I just don't think it was necessary for today's recipe.
Did the recipe ask for egg wash?
Yeah, and the ones with egg wash taste like egg.
You can't say
you have too much egg on it.
You can't say the recipe didn't need egg wash if you fucked up on the egg wash. Thanks for coming out, Wolfie. You have a good rest of your night. I appreciate you coming by.
I put more cheese on than it. I put more cheese on the rolls than the recipe said, so I don't have to follow it exactly.
I do think that was a good call. Sorry, I'm gonna keep playing it. You want to make sure that the egg white and yolk are completely incorporated and thin. Okay, that I do know. You have a good rest of your night, Wolfie. Thanks for coming out. Like Danish or pie crust, or and rinsed breads like soft in a roll or sandwich bread. Wow.
No. Not on a roll. Oh, but I do see the pretty
and then,
difference.
Oh, that's a huge difference. What are you on about?
My question, though, is if we're putting cheese on top, what does the color matter? There's cheese on it.
On literally everywhere else, like the sides. I feel like you're being so needlessly stubborn on this when you really don't need to.
But we're talking about it forever. Okay. I'll try egg wash next time I don't make these.
Wow, that's rude.
When am I going to make this again, though, really?
I don't know. You could make bread again. Or rolls.
Yeah, rolls. I could. Rolls are yummy. But not these ones.
Top toppings like coarse sugar stick to it. You can use a substitute. Heavy cream or melted butter or...
I was just thinking why we couldn't just do butter.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely could have just done melted butter.
Butter would be tasty.
Yeah, melted butter would have probably been way better for taste and still giving that golden brown. Be aware that they won't
I see the difference.
Really have that shiny finish with an egg wash. Oh, you know what? That's actually a huge difference with the egg wash.
Yeah, it is.
Cool.
Well, thanks, lady.
So I guess for next time, just when you're making an egg wash, just incorporate some water. Yeah. Like a tablespoon.
Maybe was whisk it more. I don't remember how long I whisked it or if it was super incorporated. I just kind of did it.
Knowing you.
Hey, fuck off. Don't talk shit. I'll throw more bread at you.
Stop. You're going to get under my PC. Knowing you. I bet you like whisk for like...
Okay.
I give you like 5 good spins.
Okay, I'm lying. I'm not lying. I'm withholding. I got the rolls after they were done rising. I just plopped some cheese on them and I threw it in the oven, and then I pulled up the recipe to see how long it cooks for. Then I went, oh shit, I forgot the egg wash. So I
What
pulled
the
it.
fuck? No. No. Absolutely no.
So I pulled it out of the oven and I quickly whisked an egg, and then I did it on half of them and threw it in.
Jesus Christ. It tastes good. You would withhold that after I already have eaten like 2.
Well, I didn't. It's fine. Good.
It is good. Well, now we know new information.
Anyway,
That's how you make an egg wash.
Hunger Games.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite part about the Hunger Games? No, wait. Better question.
When
Are
Rue
you
dies.
Team PETA or are you Team Gale?
Uh,
That's still a thing. Did they say that with that one? Team?
can neither be an option?
I neither.
Oh.
You don't like them?
Gale feels like a nothing character to me.
Okay. He is kind of personality-less. He has no
Yeah,
personality in the movie.
literally.
I can't remember.
Like whenever I'm watching, he's such a like empty slate of a character.
He's really hot though, the actor.
Okay.
That gives him some extra points.
I guess. And then PETA, he's annoying in some parts. I don't remember.
Says you don't have an opinion.
yeah, maybe.
But what do you find annoying if you can't remember it?
I haven't seen the movies for like years. Not like we watched it together, right? 2020 something, right?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Watched it.
I don't know. Who do you prefer?
PETA.
Why?
But she's what he needs. No, wait. He's what she needs.
Good one. Why is that?
Gail's too headstrong like her. I want to soften her down a bit.
Yeah, for some reason I'm not... PETA does do kind things. I do remember that and liking that about him.
Yeah. And they just have a shared experience together. They went through some trauma together. Gail will never understand that.
Probably not. And it also didn't help that, spoiler alert, that he sort of indirectly killed her sister.
Yeah, he designed the method that she'd be killed.
Mm-hmm.
That part makes me cry, though. When she just tells him to go away or get out or not see her again. I don't remember the line, but where she was telling him to go away.
Was that right after the bombing happens?
Sometime after.
Do they not have any books or plot after that?
What do you mean? Am I being stupid?
like
What,
after
like
the bombing, is there anything?
Prim dies. All right, the end.
Yeah, what happens after that?
Katniss gets half burned alive.
Wait, what?
So like her skin all burns up. She was on fire too.
When? During the bombing?
Yeah.
What?
And then they have to replace her skin. She's like, baby, little puppy.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they replace her skin. Some time passes as she's like drowning in her misery and grief, and she doesn't speak and doesn't do anything for days. And then one day, she's in President Snow's mansion as she's recovering, and then she goes into the greenhouse. I remember enough. It's been at least a year since I read this.
Okay.
But she goes into President Snow's greenhouse, and she finds him in there. That's where they're holding him captive until they execute him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when she finally talks again. And Snow reveals that he wasn't the one who ordered the bombs to be dropped on the children, and that came from the people she's fighting. And that's kind of when like she starts connecting the dots that Gale's design and that these people that she's fighting with now are probably evil too, because they just dropped bombs on kids and their own healers, their own medics to
frame President Snow
so they could win.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then after that, don't you remember?
She
Katniss
kills
is
the
the one
leader,
to
the lady.
execute Snow, but then she looks up and shoots Coin instead and kills her. That's a great part. And then
Wait.
one
She
part
doesn't
that
kill Snow?
no, she doesn't. She aims her arrow up, kills Coin, and then a crowd goes crazy and basically either he coughs to death or he gets just trampled by the crowd and just crushed.
What? That's kind of a stupid.
But one thing people don't see in the movies is after Katniss kills Coin, she tries to kill herself.
What? Are you serious?
She has a pill in her suit, and it's I don't remember what it's called. Nightlock is in my head, but I don't know if that's right.
Nightlock sounds like
Basically,
something
they have
else.
it on your shoulder so that if you get captured, instead of being tortured or like accidentally revealing information, you just bite it and kill yourself.
Yeah, it's like cyanide.
And it was still there, and so then she tried to take it before or after she killed Coin, but then PETA stops her.
Really?
It's in the movie, but it's subtle. You don't catch it unless you understand what's going on.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's pretty obvious if you know that context.
Yeah. And
That's
in the book, she actually ends up biting PETA's hand because he puts his hand over it.
Oh, shit, really?
Uh-huh.
Jeez. And then what happens after Coin and Snow?
Well, Katniss is then held in a room. I think the original room she was in the first Hunger Games before she goes into the games. When they're in like that tribute tower, she's held there for days. And she's like trying to kill herself, but they won't let her. Like she's like starving herself.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually Haymitch comes in and says, "You're going home."
What?
They basically pardoned her because she's so traumatized that they're like, she's just deranged at this point. So many horrors.
Really? They're
And
not going
she
to punish
goes
her for
back
killing
to-
Coin?
No, because of her trauma. They say it's just a traumatized little girl. So then they send her back to District 12, which, as a reminder, has been bombed.
Mm-hmm.
And so then she just stays in her old tribute house. Haymitch is there, and it's basically them. Her mom doesn't come back because her mom is grieving the loss of her daughter.
She never comes back. What happens to her?
I don't remember. She stays somewhere else, but I don't remember where.
What?
But don't you remember the dramatic scene where she yells at the ugly cat?
The mother?
No, Katniss. Prim's little
Um,
cat, Buttercup, the ugly one, it comes back to the house.
yeah.
It managed to come all the way from District 13 to District 12, and Katniss freaks out the cat.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the end, she's cuddling the cat.
Yeah.
The sad scene. And then eventually one day, PETA comes back. They rekindle their friendship, and she has to remind him a lot of memories.
Oh, because he was still at the point of when they like brainwashed him. Jeez.
And then eventually, in the epilogue, we see that those two children. And a lot of District 12 people didn't end up moving.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So they're not just there alone. But they have children.
Well, what about like society? Do they ever establish another sort of system after Coin and Snow?
I feel like they do democracy, but I can't remember.
Hmm.
That part wasn't important to me. But it should have been, I guess. Huh?
Probably. That was kind of the big.
I'm in it for the story with PETA, okay?
Yeah.
I actually really, really love the way that Katniss truly does, like, go insane.
No,
It's
she
so
legit
realistic.
does.
It's so realistic that she's very traumatized.
Yeah.
I feel like so many times in these types of books and movies, the heroine or the protagonist is just like, yeah, okay, I did this cool thing.
Yeah,
I'm
they
good
like
now.
they shark off like a trauma that would ruin anyone's mind.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't know. I'm good.
Yeah, they're like
That
"Okay,
I would
moving on
say.
by."
Let's see. Honestly, there's a lot of Greek mythology, nonfiction stories where that'll happen. Like
Is that fiction?
or sorry, fiction is fake.
I think so.
Sorry, I don't read fucking books.
Now I'm wondering if I'm wrong.
Jesus Christ, are we really Googling the difference between?
We're back in second grade. That's the only first grade that you learn that.
Nonfiction refers to. Oh, okay, yeah, that's how I remember it. Fiction is fake.
Okay.
Nonfiction is. What did I say?
You were saying Greek nonfiction, but like none of Greek stuff is real. None of Greek mythology is real.
Anyways, like the Percy Jackson stories, he kind of like goes to like the next thing, and a lot of the plot, he's new to a lot of Greek mythology,
Yeah.
but he still comes out of it like,
I'm good, bro.
yeah, like pretty much. He's not like
To be fair, his
his.
isn't as traumatizing. Being thrown into an arena to kill other children, not as traumatizing. But I get the point you're making.
Oh, brother. All right.
I stink. One final question.
Okay.
A lot of people hate that Prim dies. What's your opinion on that?
I've reveled in it.
Yeah, okay.
It was my
bitch.
favorite part of the series. I was like, yes. Thank God.
Sweet justice.
Wait, Prim or Rue?
Prim.
Oh,
she
the
gets
little
bombed.
sister?
Yeah.
I think it's good. I think it adds it's like the crescendo to the story.
Mm-hmm.
Messed up.
Because I know the big argument was like the whole reason this whole story even started was because Prim name was drawn at the reaping, and then she just fucking dies.
Hmm.
I'm like, good, not good, but I do like that it happened.
Yeah, but you and me are also of the like,
Die.
no, not like the died. Yeah, we wish for characters to just die.
I do.
But you gotta explain your fucking point. You can't just say we want characters to die.
You explain why, because I wonder if yours is different than mine.
Well, I think you and me just like impactful things and impactful sort of it's a encompassing thing. Like it doesn't have to be like a positive, impactful thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like any sort of emotion, as long as it makes me feel something,
Yeah.
I feel like that's a win in my book.
Yeah.
I never want to like go into a story and be like, boring as fuck. I'm not mad. I'm not sad. I'm not
So I'm
like,
just reading this giant info dump.
yeah, it's just words. That sucks.
Yeah. I agree with you. I also just like books that make me cry.
Me too.
I really like those. I'm like, that's some powerful writing if you make me cry. But I feel like in Hunger Games, Prim's death was necessary for Katniss to realize that Coin and the rebellion were actually too.
Yeah, that did feel, yeah, I kind of
It was a
agree.
necessary point. It wasn't pointless.
Right, because then who would have, like, maybe she doesn't kill Coin. What happens if Coin just becomes the second Snow? Like, there was, like, for sure.
Well,
Unfortunately, it's like
yeah.
spiderweb effect, and it kind of makes sense that Prim was almost like the
Yeah.
martyr for Coin being killed.
I mean, Prim dies, and I guess the other thing that happens that makes you realize Coin is evil
Which
is when
is,
she's saying, we should do one more symbolic Hunger Game.
oh shit, she says that?
Yeah, she wanted to like get capital children to be in it
Fuck
and
no.
Snow's granddaughter. And that's another point where you're like, what the fuck? She's evil.
Yeah,
but then Katniss says, let's do it.
Seriously or no?
She does, and then Haymitch agrees with her.
What? I mean, I guess they
It never happens because Coin's dead.
Yeah. I can understand why they'd be like, yeah, fuck them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to find that part in the book now.
All right.
Oh, one more thing.
Okay. We can keep talking.
I love Hunger Games.
Okay.
They made a collector's edition
Okay.
of the series. Remember how I sent you the collector's edition of Twilight and I said, buy me these because I love them?
Yeah.
Did you pre-order those?
We're talking about Hunger Games,
This
not
is
your shitty
important.
vampire
This
stories.
is important. Pre-order it for me because those books are pretty.
Jesus
So
Christ. We could talk about this
Okay,
after the podcast.
but I like Hunger Games better than Twilight, but I don't want the collector's edition. Look it up. I think they're pretty, but they don't match the tone of the book, in my opinion.
Hunger Games. Let's see. She's right. The new Twilight series that's coming out is gorgeous.
It's so pretty. Who said that?
It's another one of my streamer friends. She also likes books, so I can understand why she would say that.
Yay.
I don't give a fuck about these shitty
I
vampires.
thought no one would listen to our book weeks, but I want a chance to talk about it because you never listen to me talk about my books. I'm busy.
Okay, Hunger Games. What was I doing? Collectors? Okay. Oh, so this right here? No.
No, the
This one?
flowery, bright color ones.
Oh, I hate this.
It doesn't match the theme of the book.
No, I mean, like, it's a pretty design, but it is not
Yeah.
what I would imagine for
Hunger Games.
Hunger
Yeah,
Games.
I really like the original covers.
She's Lady Faz says in chat, tell her she can talk to me about books anytime. Lol, I'm already about 65 books read this year.
Are you kidding? You do
Holy
audiobooks? How do you
shit.
do that?
I don't know if she does physical books. I
What
know
kind of books does she read?
she's given me some recommendations like fantasy stuff.
Okay.
And it's pretty cool. She was showing me and you know how Yumi like Harry Potter
Sure.
because of the
Yes.
narration.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah, Jim Dale's the best.
the she was having me listen to a snippet of a fantasy audiobook, and the narrator was like the one in Harry Potter.
Really?
They would have like distinct and very
Why
like.
would you not tell me this? You know I listen to audiobooks all day long.
Well, I didn't know you would be into like. Okay.
Fantasy's like one of my main genres,
Alright.
dude.
Well, let me see right now. I can pull it up right now. It's a mix between ebooks and audiobooks.
Okay, nice.
That's usually how I consume.
Audiobooks definitely makes it so you can get through them faster.
The series you're talking about is called Dungeon Crawler Carl?
What?
I don't know. Let me search it up. Oh, yeah. That's literally what it's called. Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Oh, okay. Oh,
That looks pretty cool.
I have seen just today for the first time I saw this book because someone on YouTube I follow was reviewing it, but I didn't click on the video.
Really?
Yeah. And the only reason I followed that guy is because he talked shit on Fourth Wing, and I was like, all right, I'm down for this guy. I'm going to follow him.
You and your Fourth Wing hate.
I'm just mad because I liked it at first, and then I realized it was garbage. I liked it like halfway through.
Jesus Christ. I don't.
Lady Faz, do you like Fourth Wing? Don't hate me if you do. I asked my sister-in-law if she likes Fourth Wing, and she goes, I love it. And then she goes, but I couldn't finish Onyx Storm. I'm like, then what the fuck do you mean you love it? It sucks.
Well, that's not true. You can still like a series, but not in
Maybe
like.
one of the books isn't as strong, I guess.
I mean,
But
for
I
example.
literally was fucking devastated. That's how she writes.
Oh.
What did she say?
Let's see. I have mixed feelings. Lady Faz in chat says, I have mixed feelings about Fourth Wing. There are definitely better Dragon Rider books out there. She said, sorry if my text is weird. I literally have a hair dye on my hands and I'm using talk to No, you're fine. Yeah, write this down. The dungeon.
Yeah.
Because I was listening to the
audio, like the narrator
Mhm.
person who's reading it does a good job.
I think so.
What's it called?
I mean, but you're hearing that from. Well, I mean, I guess take the recommendation from Lady Faz because she reads. You know.
I have a credit right now.
Nice. You could probably get it right now.
Do I have a credit? Yeah, I have one.
Nice. Oh, but going back to the collector's edition of Hunger Games books. Nice design. It's pretty. It does not match.
It's like a dark series.
Yeah, it's like a cutesy cover, and like Katniss is just like every book getting just a new trauma like notched on her belt. And the way they show that is with like a cute flowery bright. Yeah, I don't know.
This. I feel like this is an iconic cover.
I prefer the original one is pretty nice with just like the black cover with like what the goldenish was that supposed to be her pin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any other editions of Hunger Games other than the edition you have in the collectors? Oh, that's kind of cool.
I don't know. That one is cool.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
I still like the original better though.
Yeah, there's something very minimalistic about it. That's really nice to look at.
Google the Twilight Collector's Edition.
Oh, brother.
It's beautiful. Did you look at it when I sent you the link?
Yeah, I did. Totally. Look. Is this it?
Look at on the second row. Oh, yeah, that one. I can't
this one?
see that far.
Is this it?
But like, you gotta click on it and scroll through the pictures. It's so pretty. I've actually never read Midnight Sun, so that'll be a good present for me. I can read that one.
Night Sun? Which one is that one?
Midnight Sun.
Oh, Midnight Sun.
It's Twilight.
Is it the last one?
Perspective. Yeah.
Wait, seriously?
I mean, I guess I read some of it when I was a teenager when it was leaked online. I read parts of that.
Really?
Scroll through the pictures.
What picture is this?
Like, yeah.
Okay, so that's them.
So pretty.
Wow.
I love it.
Yeah, this is really awesome.
I need it, and it's worth every $100 and something.
118.
Ouch.
Ouch.
It's worth it.
For fucking colorful paper. Whoa, the spine looks sick.
I love that they started doing that.
Is this still considered the spine, even if it's...
No, it's the edges. They call it spade edges. Is it spade? Sprayed? I don't know.
Spade? Yeah, spade.
I kind of think that's what it is.
No, it's not. I'm not going to Google that because it's going to pull up weird stuff.
I'm going to Google it on my phone.
All right. That's cool, though. Why don't they show us the...
It's sprayed. Yeah,
it's definitely sprayed. I don't know what spade is for fucking dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't Google it, and I'm glad I put spade on my phone.
That's the worst part about getting books is you have to take it to your fucking doctor to get them spayed. Okay, so this is what you want, I guess.
Yeah, it's really... Comes out just shortly after my birthday.
Really?
Wink.
Okay, I get it. You told me like 5 fucking times.
Fucking buy it.
Okay. Okay.
We need to have a Twilight week. Look, I know
holy fuck! I can't imagine.
I loved it when I was young.
I can't imagine a worse week for me.
I'm Team Jacob.
I don't want to have a discussion about Twilight.
Okay, we will on Twilight week.
I'll be no show. I won't be in this house.
Yes, I'm Team Edward.
You're Team who?
I guess I'm Team Edward.
Why?
I feel like I'm Team Jacob, but I guess I'm Edward.
Wait, what the fuck are you talking about? Edward or Jacob?
Both.
That doesn't make...
She has a real friendship with Jacob. I feel like that's more important with Edward. It's just fucking weird.
How so?
I'm obsessed with you. So the lion fell in love with the lamb.
What is that a quote from the book?
Yeah.
That means... Okay.
He says, what a sick masochist.
Oh my god, I hate
Anyway, that's
this.
week's podcast. That's this week's podcast. What did I say? I think I need to go to bed.
Yeah, I think my brain is shutting down because you said Twilight. Okay. So that was Vic's... Jesus Christ, it's rubbing off on me. You said weird words and now I'm saying weird words.
You're welcome.
Thank you guys for listening to the 7th episode of Lore Lunchbox. Hunger Games. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Next week will be the 5th week of the month, which will also be...
Is there a 5th? Oh, there...
Is there a 5th this month?
1, 2, 3, 4. Just barely.
Okay, so there'll be another week within this month, which means it'll be random, and then I guess
Fairly
we decided
Odd
on
Parents.
Fairly Odd Parents, right?
Heck yeah.
We're not entirely sure on what we'll cook that episode.
I never looked up the song. I want you to sing it.
I'm not gonna fucking sing this song.
Why?
I do have auto-tune on my mixer.
Oh my gosh, do it.
No, I'm not fucking doing
I
it.
want to hear it. You should learn
Oh,
how to play the theme song on your ukulele.
Lady Faz, she gave me a recipe for pretzel bites. If we could ever...
Ooh.
I know, you love pretzel bites. If we could ever find
nacho cheese sauce with it.
I know, that's literally what I said. I said nacho cheese or what's the fucking white stuff?
White cheddar cheese?
That's also good. The sweet stuff.
Oh.
Cinnamon dip? Cinnamon... I don't know what it's called.
Icing.
Icing. Something like that, yeah. We should try to find a week where we do that.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Okay.
Oh, that'd be hard. I don't know.
What
It'd be fun. You can make it.
I could do it pretty easily, I think.
What's something with pretzels in it?
What do you mean, what's something with... We could... Oh my god, we should have brainstorm episode ideas on the podcast.
So let's brainstorm the next 6 episodes right now.
Okay. No. No. Thank you guys for listening to this episode. Like we say on every episode, you can find photos and videos of the food that we cook for each episode on there, as well as some of the cooking process. You can also catch it on my gaming YouTube, Teffin, TEFF3.
What did you just say?
that they can find the podcast
Okay.
stuff on my personal.
Okay. Go ahead.
You okay?
I zoned out, and I was worried you were saying there's gonna be like pictures and videos, and I haven't uploaded anything because I'm the worst.
It's okay. If there's nothing on there currently, we will eventually have things on there. We have some stuff, no?
The last one I have were those little heart suckers.
That's okay. Either way, we'll eventually like update with all the episodes food. And then if you guys want to listen and chat and comment on the podcast episodes live while they're happening, you can catch the podcast live on Twitch under my gaming username Teffen TEFF3N.
On Thursday nights.
Oh yes, I should say that on Thursday nights around 8:30 p.m. Mountain Time. And then you can listen to our podcasts on Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube. Last episode, we actually updated something. We've made it to where you can actually watch the video version of the podcast on Spotify as well, not just YouTube. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and listening. We appreciate it. And we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Hi. Thanks for listening.